Hey guys, what's up? It's Erin, and this is Chapter 9 of Volume 4 of RWBY. So I've tried to watch this about 10 times today because my internet has been horrible and it's been buffering like crazy, so I'm hoping that since I moved it down to 720p instead of 1080p, that will hopefully work. That I'm ahead in advance. I'm saying apologies for the horrible video quality in that case, because of you'll have this video's quality impacting that video's quality, and it's just going to be a huge thing. That being said, I've done this intro a lot of times, so I try to remember what I have said and what I haven't said. But I have heard that there is a blue-eyed, red-haired, new female character who shows up in this episode. And all I can think of, no surprise, is that this is one of the Nikos that we were told that we may be seeing this volume. I don't remember who said it. It may have been Miles or Carrie, but they said that we'd be seeing the Nikos family, or her parents at least, in either this season or eventually. I don't remember where I heard it. I may have made it up, but if she is a Nikos, I'm going to cry. Like, genuine sobbing. Then this will become Erin Cries of Pure Nikos Part 4. Or Part 3, depending on what time comes out. That being said, this week what comes out is a Roll of Remnant. So next Saturday, there will not be a Roll of Remnant reaction or like or just no reaction. I will be putting up my old volume 3 reactions, or I'll start anyway. So I'll probably be putting up my chapter 11, I think it is, ultimately leading to put up my chapter 12, most likely after volume 4 ends, but we'll see. I may put that up next week instead, just depending on the response to this feedback. So if you guys, which one would you want to see? Because they're both pretty horrible. So that being said, hopefully this will actually let me watch this before. I'm already partway through the theme song because I was testing it, but we'll find out. So it's gone. There is one thing. Okay. Let's just live day by day with nothing good but our sorrows. Alright, it's better than before, so I can deal with this. Torn apart, but time will mend our hearts. Come on. Don't buffer on me. Combat. Oh. Okay, so my audio is not quite syncing up, which is horrible because I want to know what's going on. Why? Oh my god, he's so precious. He's so cute with his little pupils, and oh my god, I want to hug him. Yo, Tai Yang's got skills. And he uses his legs, which is smart because that's Yang's weakness. And it's buffering. And this is a fight scene. I love watching these.
Whoa. That thing packs a punch.
Yang packs one too.
I've had this for weeks. I get it. You want to make sure I can still fight. I think I'm doing fine.
Okay, that is a very pleasing sound. Just
Close.
Oh, really?
Yang with her ponytail.
Still off balance.
Makes sense.
What? No, I'm not.
Ooh, offended.
Honestly, I am kind of surprised. I thought it would just be this huge weight, but it feels natural. They did a great job with this thing.
Ooh. Oh, she's using her legs more too. Oh, shit.
I
Oh.
wasn't talking about your actual balance.
Had me fooled.
Although, that could use some work too.
Rude. That's why.
Meaning?
I saw your tournament fights. During the Vital Festival?
Let me guess. I was sloppy.
No. You were predictable.
Ooh.
And stubborn. And maybe a little boneheaded.
Just like him.
Do you realize that you used your semblance to win fight after the qualifiers?
Oh.
So what? How is me using my semblance any different than someone else using theirs?
It's not, but
Because not everyone else's is basically a temper tantrum.
that is a good point.
I am serious. Once you take damage, you can dish it back twice as hard, but that doesn't make you invincible.
That is true.
It's great when you're in a bind, but what happens if you miss? What
Ooh.
happens if they're stronger?
Ooh.
What then? Now you're just weak and tired.
She has a good point. That's...
You've always been one to burn brighter than everyone else.
But if you burn twice as bright, you'll burn out
Smile
twice as fast.
Well, I remember your first haircut. But you gotta keep your emotions in check. Keep a level head and think before you act.
It's never really been her style.
It's a great fallback, but you can't let yourself rely on it.
That's what happened with
Won't
Adam.
always save you. Obviously.
Oh.
You definitely have your mom's stubbornness.
Oh, so now we can talk about her?
Oh.
Well, as I have been informed, you're an adult now, remember?
Well, sorry I remind you of her.
Oh. He loved her.
Ruben was great in so many ways. Her strength, her ambition, her dedication to whatever cause she thought was worth fighting for.
So that shuts down the
Much of her I've seen.
accidental Yang theory.
I'm glad I didn't see all of her.
Why?
Your mother was a complicated woman.
You could say that.
Everybody, she had her faults, but those faults are what tore our team apart.
So it was Raven.
They did a real number on our family.
Crow.
You both act like the easiest way to tackle an obstacle is truth. That strength is all that matters in a fight.
But it's not.
Just take a second look.
It's strategy.
See, there's a way around as well.
She's always been very headstrong.
One more before you.
Come on, Yang. Come on. I'm glad the buffering seems to be done. Knock on wood. So I can finally enjoy this. Come on. Really? She's getting better with using her legs, too. Because she was always weak against opponents who primarily use their legs.
See? All right. Now you're using your head instead of your.
Yang, I love Weiss. I knew Weiss was going to be in this. 2 steps forward, 2 steps back. Yang's moving forward, Weiss is moving backwards. Come on, come on, come on. It's a different glyph. The sword. She's purposely summoning it.
Hello, sister.
You disgusting little tramp.
Leave.
How hurtful. And here I am about to offer you a favor.
Oh, really?
Father's taking me into town to introduce me to some of his business partners. I thought I'd see if you wanted me to pick you up anything, since you're, well,
No!
stuck here.
Ah,
Are you jealous? Is that it?
Whatever do you mean?
there we go.
That why you hate me?
Oh,
I'm jealous of my abilities. Of Winters.
oh.
No, not really. Honestly, I find it barbaric. It's beneath people like me, like Father.
Oh,
What could a single huntsman possibly do that an army could not?
you're a
You
fool.
have one, even if it is run by a fool.
I said, leave.
Again.
Fine, fine. I've got better things to do. Enjoy
Hardly.
Your training, however pointless it is. What is your plan anyway? What do you hope to accomplish while trapped in your own bedroom?
Well done. Well done. Don't let your emotions interfere. Come on, you can do it, Weiss. Her sword's lining up with her eye. Okay, it wasn't. Come on, you can do it. Come on, come on. Oh, versions of Mirror Mirror. Storybooks. The whole night?
Mishni, are you all right?
That smirk. Oh my god.
Yes.
Oh my god, Weiss.
I need a favor.
Yes, Klein! Yes! Yes! Okay, so Chameleon Spy, okay. I want to cosplay her too, god damn it. Son, come on. Ah!
Hey, wait up!
This was worth the wait.
Your sight.
Lake Slider on her feet. Interesting. I want to cosplay that Graham. Oh, that's such a beautiful shot. Oh. Oh. Lost sight?
Why are you watching me?
Yes!
Give it up! Not above hitting a girl, you
Lost, knocked out the dust chamber.
Grab this
Wait, no, the scroll.
Seems someone thinks it's important. Get
Versions of From Shadows and... Yes! It was versions of From Shadows as well as... Oh, he's focusing really hard on this.
quit staring and grab it!
Come on, Blake! Do not hurt him. I do not. Do not. Come on. Ilya?
Ilya.
Oh, so I was wrong.
Wait, you know her?
Sister Ilya.
Give it to me.
Poisonous.
No.
Bright colors in animals usually reflect.
You shouldn't have come back.
Holy shit.
Son! Son! No, 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 not again, please.
Not again.
Help! Somebody! Hold on, son.
Keeps happening.
Hold on.
This is...
Just hold on, Uncle Crow.
Ty.
She's not coming. Ty.
Talking about Summer. Summer and Raven.
Much farther. We've got to be close.
Hallucinating.
Without the map, there's no way of knowing. But I feel like we're close to something.
But what?
What is it?
Fork in the road. No, no. Higabana, which is where they came from. Mistral.
Hey, hey, Mistral! We're on the right path! Oh,
Oh. Oh?
does it say how close?
No. And it looks like the path takes us up through the mountains.
Oh.
Guys, I don't know if all of us can make that climb.
Ruby, go forward. Go for help.
Hey, well, what about this place?
Kurayori.
Can we get help there?
That village was destroyed years ago.
But if it takes us around the mountains, it's the best bet we've got.
It will take too long.
The town would have had a doctor, right? Or maybe we could scavenge for medicine.
Right.
You're not going to find anything. We just have to press on.
That was his home, wasn't it?
Len, why are you acting?
We can split up. Ren and I can cut through the mountains while you and Ruby take Crow around through the village.
No, we're supposed to stick together. We keep each other safe.
We don't have time for safe. If we make it to Mistral, we'll bring back help. If we don't, we'll at least have a better view of the land. Up there, we can see if there's somewhere else we can go.
He won't have to go back. Her face. She's just so worried about him. Oh shit, there's actually blood mixed in with the poison now.
Okay? Just take care of each other.
Oh god, he's gonna cry.
We always have.
They always will. Be safe. You can't afford to lose anyone else. If Crow calls Ruby Summer,
They're gonna be fine, John.
You don't know that.
he keeps losing people. She doesn't, but she has to try. She has to believe. Oh no. Oh no. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. Smaller butt. They got rid of the bee patch on Blake's pants, on Yang's pants. Why? Oh God, oh God, oh God. I don't think I can say it enough. Just, oh no, 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 no. No! No! God damn it! God damn it. So on a happy note, Tai Yang is telling Yang what's wrong with how she fights. She is boneheaded and she's rash and she's aggressive. And he has a point with her semblance. She can't constantly be relying on it. That is how she got to the finals. She is a strong fighter because of her semblance, but she should be a strong fighter regardless of it, not because of it. And it's good that she's starting to realize that. And she's using her legs, which is something that's always been a thing. From the very beginning, it's been very clear about Yang's fighting style, is that she is weak with opponents who primarily fight with their legs. That's why she's weak against Neo. That's why she was weak against Malachite, one of the two sisters in the yellow trailer, the one who fought predominantly with her legs. That's why she's weak against Neo, because they're Neon, because they're faster opponents or opponents who use their legs, and because she's not attacking with full force and missing. She's not fighting like Tex anymore. She was not taking into account the possibility that she would miss. Now she's going to be taking that into account, which is important. Because if you expect to make every hit that you do, you give your entire energy into it, but if you miss, you're left worse than before. And that's an important thing that I'm glad Tai Yang brought up, because that was a major flaw with her fighting style. So the fact that she's realizing this and working on it is incredible. Like, Tai Yang recognized that she wasn't balanced in her fighting style, and she's making efforts to change it, which is so important. And he's finally talking about Raven. And so they are similar in that ways, which makes sense, but apparently because of Raven's personality, it was Raven's behavior, her faults. But he was saying, Tai, she's crazy, like, for coming back or for coming here. That was either Raven or that was Summer. And I wouldn't be surprised if it was a situation where both were involved. I was talking to David about under the impression of extreme pain and poison and just that whole masterful, unlucky concoction, him seeing Ruby and calling her Summer. I wouldn't be surprised if that became the case, if that continues to develop in that way. But this is chapter 9. This is 3 episodes, 4 episodes away from the end of this volume. Oh, God. Just... I don't remember the name of the other city, but Ren's strict opposition to it. He refused. There was more he wasn't saying. This was something Nora knew. She was the one to propose going the other direction, not Ren. So she knows what started there. It was a place destroyed years ago. Maybe he lived there for a time. Maybe his family was there. Maybe he had friends there. Or maybe that was where he was. Not in Onayuri, because it wasn't done being built, but nearby. Close enough for his parents to not have to leave the heart of Mistral to go out to the middle of nowhere, but close enough to visit their son. That's how he would know that it was destroyed. Maybe that's where he met Nora, because when she saw it, she had a similar reaction, not quite as strong, but one all the same. Maybe that's where they met, but they were both pretty clear they wanted nothing to do with it. And the footprint or the mark or whatever is, the more I see it, the more I think it could be a footprint, but it's too clean. It is way too clean to be a footprint. It has to be a symbol of a tribe or something. And it couldn't be the footprint of one of the Goliaths because, while it is the appropriate size, there wouldn't be just that one. Unless it's something else, something more terrifying. It's almost like a modified horse hoof. But whatever it was, whatever it is, Ruby and Jean are heading straight for it. With an unlucky crow. And Jean, I realize that I keep going on about Jean, I really do, but you can hear in the voice acting Miles did that he sounds like he's crying. He looks like he's about to cry. And can you blame him? The last time someone went off to get help, she didn't come back. He separated from his team. RWBY is one thing. They've always been friends, maybe even best friends. But your team is your family at Beacon. And he just watched the only 2 remaining members besides himself head off towards the mountains. Where who knows what could be there. I'm almost wondering why they didn't send RWBY because she has her speed. She could make it faster, but she would need to be with her uncle. But I think that's the most physical. We never see Ren be exceptionally physical. He's always very closed off, very peaceful, very distant. He's never been much for it. So the fact that in that one scene, you have Nora actively having a gesture of comfort, of putting her hand on him, of Jean walking into a hug. Like, Ren does not seem like one of those people who takes physical contact lightly. Like, Nora's one thing. Nora is exuberant hugs, and that he seems okay with. Everything else, he's very much by himself in that regard. So having Nora not overpower him, have her have that knowing gesture of just a hand on the shoulder, is almost more powerful than having her give him an incredible hug. Having that grasp, that Jean's grasp on Ren and Ren's on Jean was so tight because Ren most likely knew what was left. He may not have been able to tell them because it wouldn't have made a difference because they were the only chance of saving Crow. Shit. Team RWBY could be walking right into a trap. Well, Team RWBY and Jean just... This is the kind of place where Jean's gonna lose someone else. This is the environment of they're going looking for help, they're pillaging, looking for some trace of medical supplies they could use to keep him alive. aura supplements even, that if that's a thing, anything that they can use to help him. And this is RWBY. This is RWBY we're talking about. RWBY, who would do nearly anything to let her team stay together, to let them stay okay. RWBY, who flung herself into a fight she knew she couldn't win with her uncle. Because it wasn't just his. This is the kind of situation where if someone was to show up and say, if you come with me, I will save your uncle's life. And that could very well be what happens. And I have a feeling that's what's going to happen. And I'm not looking forward to it. Because if they get help, if Nora and Ren succeed and they come back, they're going to find a crow who's either dead or very poorly healed, and Jean, having lost someone else. And he couldn't do anything but stand by. I don't think we've seen the end of Crow, though. I don't think that'll be for a while, but I think we're definitely going to have more of that scene that he's talking about telling Ty that she shouldn't have come. There has to be more of that. Even if it's a flashback in his own mind, even if it's just his ramblings, there's definitely going to be more to that. We're getting too much information about Raven so quickly that she's not going to show up. I don't think she's going to show up to save Crow, but I think she will make an appearance regardless. And Weiss. God damn. I've always had an interesting opinion of Weiss. I've always respected her, and I've always related to her very strongly. But in the first few volumes, I was always kind of like, Weiss, come on, did you have to? Especially volume 1, it was like, can you stop being a brat for a minute? And now we're seeing the side of her, and it makes sense, her behavior. It doesn't justify it, but it explains it. But seeing her now, her glyphs are changing. She has a better sense of control. She summoned the very thing her father sent after her. And it blew half the side, and no doubt Weiss is gonna need Klein's help, but unfortunately I think Klein will ultimately end up being punished for this, but whatever she has planned, Jacques and Whitley have a hell of a storm coming. And I, for one, can't wait to see it. Klein immediately barged in like, Weiss, are you alright? Not her father, Klein. He barged in asking, hey, are you okay? Like, do you need anything? And he almost looked proud when he saw what she'd done. And he kneeled. The knight kneeled. Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs. And I guess in some ways her knight is our Prince Charming. Off to defeat the evil queen. Or in this case, king. I'm excited. I'm so excited, and oh my god. I knew there was going to be the lead up, but knowing that Tyrion only has one more scene in Volume 4, and with the vague notes of, if you thought he was crazy before, just wait. And there's a World of Remnant next week, which means that Chapter 10 is going to be insane. It's kind of nice that it's not quite the 0 to 60 that Volume 3 was, because Volume 3, everything was happy, and then we got to Chapter 6, and it was a nightmare, and then we got to Chapter 9, and from 9 to 12 was 4 episodes of nonstop shit show. Like, it was good, but we're all alive. We're just not emotionally okay with what happened. So knowing that Chapter 9, at least here, it's set up, and the fact that it's set up again reminds me back of Volumes 1 and 2, where it was, you know, it was Mountain Glen. It was the White Fang and Roman. The beginning of laid plans. And that's what it is again. Team Ranger finally knows what they're up against. Oh, Sister Ilya, how could I even... So I was wrong about it being a Nikos. Oh well, I was optimistic. That's sad. But of course it's Ilya. I wasn't sure if it was because I figured they would have a better relationship, but that could have just been, again, fancy politician talk from Fennec and Corsac. But I need to watch those scenes with her again because it's fascinating. It's genuinely fascinating. All of the colors that she does, she was her initial camouflage, which was ingenious. And then after that, also that her whip was like her tongue. I got it. But after that, she had, I'm guessing, what is her true form. And then once Blake knew who she was, once Blake said her name, once she realized that this was Ilya, she turned vibrant colors before striking sun. And then she turned almost the inverted colors of what the contemporary colors of what she was before. She went from red and yellow to blue and green, instead of blue and purple, which would be the actual complementary. But it's interesting because, particularly for reptiles, especially frogs, I don't know if this applies to a chameleon as well, but the more vibrant the coloring is on a reptile or an amphibian, usually that means the more deadly they are, the more poisonous they are. So the fact that she turned that color right before using her whip, which I believe was a little bit more lit up than had been before, does not bode well for Sun. And then she turned the opposite, where maybe it was a cool down, maybe, I don't know, maybe it was a reflection of her emotions. But either way, something happened between them. Like I had stated before that I thought that maybe it was Blake and Ilya who were really close friends, that they were going to be teamed up, but instead it ended up being Blake and Adam. But something happened. Something bad must have happened. Because Ilya said, you shouldn't have come back. And not to the White Fang, to Menagerie. So something happened there. Something happened between those two inside of Menagerie that Ilya has never forgiven her for. Maybe someone died. Maybe someone close to her got hurt. But I'm interested to see how their relationship plays out. And I really want to cosplay Ilya now. This always happens when I go to school. Whenever I'm not able to cosplay, I just get the urge to cosplay 300 other characters. And Sun, impressive use of semblance. You could tell he was focusing pretty damn hard to get 5, 6 clones of himself and hold her down. But what Blake was saying over him, no, 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 not again. Because it is just like before. For nearly all of them. Yang took a wound to her ego and is back getting her confidence. Kind of like last volume. Weiss summoned for the first time that volume in defense of a Faunus, a huge FU to her father. And now she summoned the Knight in order to deliver a huge FU to her father. And Blake, her past reared its ugly head, its ugly masked head. And someone she cared about got hurt. RWBY is doing everything she can to fulfill a promise to a friend. Last season, it was promising Nora and Ren that she would find Pyrrha and Jean, and she would bring them back. She's trying to save Crow. Nora and Ren are alone again, away from their team. And Jean very well could have seen 2 members of his family again for the last time. So yeah, this episode wasn't quite as emotionally heavy as the last one, or quite as heart-wrenching as last season. But this lead-up is real, and I'm pretty sure that from Chapter 10, either Chapter 10 onward or Chapter 11 onward, it's going to be non-stop hit after hit after hit. Between Raven, Tyrion, Crow. What's waiting for them in the village? This is not going to end well. So on that anxious note, and with all of my insides churning at that thought of someone else being hurt, horribly wounded, I don't think anyone's going to die except possibly Crow, and if he dies, I think it'll probably be off screen. For some reason, I just have the very distinct image in my head of RWBY agreeing to go with whoever Salem sends as long as Crow gets saved. And Crow doesn't get saved. It was a lie. It was too late. So Crow's body on the ground next to Jean, alone. Nora and Ren running onto the scene with help, or at least knowing where they need to go. Starting from the back, changing to a front view of them before they just seeing their feet, and then switching to you see them approach Jean. And final words. They took her. And the end of the volume. But we know we're seeing Tyrion again. We know he has one more deranged scene, which I wouldn't be surprised. He said it would be the last of Tyrion for the volume, so that either means Tyrion dies this volume or he won't show up again. But I wouldn't be surprised if he showed up once more, having been told by Salem, you go out and you do this and you die for me, or I kill you on the spot. So he's either going to go out with a bang and try to take out as many people as he can, or Salem's going to squash him personally. Reestablish that fear, because she was always a vague figure. Once we saw her for the first time at the end of Volume 3, she was very much like the Fire Lord. We knew she was there, we knew very little. And then Volume 4, the more we saw her, the more we saw how she operates. That fear seemed to fade away. Again, like with the Fire Lord, the less shrouded in mystery something is, often the less terrifying it is. So seeing such a crude display of power would definitely increase that fear factor in her favor. Damn, I have a lot to think about. And I have a lot to talk about on Vitalcast. Oh, Lord. And I'm wondering what the World of Remnant is going to be on as well. Because it's always foreshadowing. The last World of Remnant before the finale is always aggressively foreshadowing. I think last time it was the CCT. And look what happened there. So, that being said, thank you guys for tuning in. Thank you for watching. I know it was buffering like crazy at the beginning, but I'm so glad I cleaned up towards the end. I'm definitely going to go watch that fight scene again. I feel like I need a tiny little baby Y with me at all times. I want a Y plushie. If you guys know anyone who makes like really high quality plushies, please let me know so I can commission them to make me like a Y plushie that looks like that. Because I can make this Y pillow, but I just want a squishy Y. I do. My dog's back home and I miss her. But thank you guys so much for watching, for tuning in, asking questions and whatnot. So, I realize I'm putting this up before I've actually checked any of the comments on my Chapter 8 reaction, which I just uploaded today, both parts, and this is only one part. You guys should be proud of me. But what do you guys think is going to happen in the finale? Or what do you think will happen to Nora and Ren? What do you think Ren's hesitation was? I, for one, am very excited to see where this goes. It's only about a month to the finale. After all, everyone who's going to RTXAU gets to see it early, so. But thank you guys so much for watching and everything. Like, at the time that I'm recording this, I have 3,300 subs. And that's weird because I was just at 3,000 like 3 days ago. And I don't understand how you guys are so amazing. I just don't. And you guys are wonderful. And if there's anything I can do to repay you guys, honestly. Also, I'm so sorry for the choppiness in the beginning, but I'm interested to see what you guys say, how you respond, what your feelings are. And I will see you guys in, well, not next week, although, well, you will be seeing me next week. I'll see you guys in 2 weeks, because next week we will have Volume 3 reactions with either sobbing Aaron, past Aaron crying with current Aaron, or past Aaron screaming about Velvet Scarlatina's weapon, because I'm still not over that. I am still not over that. Also, I want to know who did those fight scenes, because they were really well done, and whoever did the modeling for Y, personally, I need to give them a hug. So if you guys know, please let me know so I can personally thank them, because the animation team has really gone above and beyond for this volume. Like, not only did we have RWBY Volume 3 and 4 in the same year. Volume 3 ended in like February or March of 2016, and Volume 4 started in October. That's impressive. We used to go like years before, like a lot of years, like a year or months in between, and I'm still amazed that the animation team didn't have that much of a winter break. Honestly, I kind of wish that they had like even like a month break in December so that they can spend time with their families. And a lot of people were complaining about how there's always a delay between episodes, but these are people. This isn't like a huge 300-person animation studio. This is RT Animation that's been built from the ground up with amazing people who are putting their heart and their souls into it, so give them some fucking slack. So I'm planning a huge thank you for the animators both before and during RTX, so hopefully I can kind of get across at least my appreciation, well, all of your guys' appreciation for everything that they've done for us, and here's to the beginning. I'll see you guys. I've messed up my own sign off. Have a wonderful day. I hope you guys have a great week, that you enjoyed this episode yourself. Oh, what did you think happened between Blake and Ilya? That's a better question. Let's do that one. But tensions are definitely rising. And I think that Blake's father is going to be a little bit more fond of son knowing what he did to help Blake. So that's at least one nice thing. Alright, so that's all for today, and that's all for, I'm not, that's all for today, and thank you guys again so much for all of your support, and hopefully I'll be able to stream more and be doing more updates on RTX and cosplay. I'm still waiting for my sewing machine, so hopefully by the time this is public, I will be able to finish Nora and actually do a photo shoot. Not with her gun, because I can't really make that here, but I'll hopefully have Nora done soon, and maybe even Sister Ilya, and hopefully a Flower Scout, because that just looks like fun. Alright, thank you guys so much, and I will see you guys later. Bye!